Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Top Class International League. I think this is the first match because the Hiku Rick one did not happen, where you have 6 of the overseas players competing for top 2 spots to play against the top Japanese players. And I believe this should be our first match with Yoshi and Hiku, which would be a pretty interesting one. Yoshi has been in the States, so I believe for today he is competing actually on the East Coast, which is outside of his usual time zone. So very curious to see how that worked out versus Hiku, who's been on the rise lately. I was talking about this about Yoshi for a little bit. He's kind of been leveling up past that, I will call there's the very top of the high level players, like Yoshi, Ecliv, Rick, Villain are. And then there's kind of like that next tier below where like Void and a few others are making a push, and it feels like Hiku has kind of started making that push to try and hit into that top 4 or 5 spot. So I'm very excited for today's match. And with me today I have Riona, number 2 US player.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm eating right now. Hi.
Just
Yeah,
like I would expect.
hi. I'm here with Riley. We're about to cast this first, I almost said the wrong name. This first of the, OU League Top Class International League matches. And if you pay close attention, you can see that I'm on there as the sole US rep. So I get the chance to see, like, what I will be up against whenever I have my matches come up later on down the line.
You get to spy, you get some nice insider info. It's not really insider because it's happening publicly, but it's more fun to say insider info. I mean,
That is
technically, yeah, a
true.
little bit of that because just last week there was the Poyo LAN round robin where Yoshi, Kuperi, Riona, Dan, myself, Phenotype, and Super Shocky all played in a first to 10 7-person round robin. So you got a little sneak peek of Yoshi's gameplay.
100%, 100%. And the video for it is out there on
I don't think
if
the
you
video's
ever
up yet,
want.
actually. I think it's on Twitch, but I don't know if it's like on YouTube, like the actual matches.
Oh, oh, right, I forgot. It's just the like us kind of just having fun. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
okay.
I
I have to
forgot.
remember to read the state format though. Let's see.
Ah,
I think it was Yoshi is today, the August 14th, and I believe the next match is actually you and Yoshi on the 16th. Because for us dirty Americans, the month is first for some reason, which makes no real sense. And then it's the day.
wait, so you're telling me there isn't 31 months?
Yeah, no. I actually had to think about that because like my brain was like, these aren't scores. What are they? And I was like, oh wait, they're the dates. But
No, dude.
after
Yeah, yeah, it is the dates because there's like 31 months and a year or something.
something like that. But I think after that, it's a Cliv Hiku along with you, then Void, followed by you again with Hiku. And that's around the 23rd, 24th range as we kind of go out throughout the month.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
So if you want
Um,
some more English commentary matches, you can always watch more on Ascension and drop the follow. Or I believe they are commentating in Japanese on the Uyu League's channel, which I am
yep,
forgetting.
yep. No, you're
You're
not
having trouble
forgetting.
reading because none of us know how to read, dude.
No, 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 no. We can all read. Trust me.
All right, and I believe the match has already technically been played a few hours ago, so I assume we're gonna get the VOD.
Yeah. Are you ready to witness some really good gameplay from the homie Yoshi, who we had the pleasantry of hanging out with at World Puzzle League, though you've had him around for a while?
Yeah, I am ready to go whenever production is. It'll be interesting because for anyone who keeps up with Yoshi as a player, will know I have been helping coach him over the last couple weeks. And so we've been studying a lot of players. We did some public on stream, but we also did a bunch off stream solely to like make sure he was in a good position to fight players like Hiku and the other Western players.
Yep. Just like that. Yoshi has a really nice response there to Hiku's quick little 3-chain attack, converting his main chain into a short 4 double, still having access to everything down below. It's gonna go into a 2 double here, and looks like it's gonna secure.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the name of the game versus Hiku in particular. Hiku obviously, ever since like the dawn of times I started watching when I first joined, was always compliment on like the efficiency and like the strong chaining form. Where I believe Yoshi's name of the game is going to end up being how much he can kind of just poke Hiku and stop him from hitting those points to begin with. Because I think the hard part for Hiku has always been like the combat. He's gotten a lot better over the recent years, but trading and doing damage has always kind of been the harder stuff. I think he does it well when he can force his opponent to attack and like send main chain first, so he doesn't have to play like these long poke battles. And oh my god, you almost didn't get the bread there. That would have been very sad.
Yeah, I agree there. Hiku's like attack game has definitely leveled up over time, and wow, what a very nice 7 there. Holy.
That double yellow that I think he meant to. No, I don't know what to do with that. Actually, he's kind of dead.
I feel like he probably didn't intend for that like double yellow to like be in the position that it was, but he's like, you know what? I can play into my favor just a little bit.
It's a tough cue, but I think that's kind of like showed like where Hiku's strong. Like, he's so good at extending, and then you end up in these situations if you don't stop him from doing that, right? You just end up taking a lot of damage, and so that's why you see Yoshi poking here, but he does cover up those purples, which could be really awkward.
Oh, that column 3 though is really rough.
Yeah, but you take that though, because you actually you kind of steal that from Hiku, because that's a kind of a long fix between the 3 pillar greens and 2, and the 1 yellow. Like you have to do a good chunk of clearing.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game to play, especially against somebody like Yoshi, who loves to take advantage of people's disadvantages. Oh, yeah. Yoshi's gonna pop all clear first.
Yeah, I like this because I talked about this already a little bit versus the last Hiku Yoshi set. Is that me and Yoshi have talked about like transitioning your all clear early to make a counter chain because you will eventually limit out on space on that right side. And Yoshi does try to take full advantage, but unfortunately for him, Hiku still makes it to the 6.
Yoshi's gonna take, what is that, like around 40 something nuisance there, and Hiku's gonna follow up with this 3. It looks like it's gonna take the round.
Yeah, and that's kind of the danger when you transition your all clear early is it's gonna end up lower. And I would say that most you're gonna get on like a right side is roughly a 6 chain, maybe 7, depending on your stack. So if you're trying to transition your all clear early, you need to make sure your chain is at least is a 6. Or I think Yoshi ended up on like a weaker 5. If I'm remembering that round correctly.
No, Yoshi had a 6 there. I think it's just that Hiku's all clear negated some of the damage early on, so that his main chain would be able to really hit Yoshi where it hurt.
That makes sense. Ooh, my god, wait, this is extension? The yellows, where are they? Okay, they showed up.
Wow, Yoshi
really nasty.
Oh, but the greens on the end, they're cut, so his overall chain effectiveness is shortened, but he still gets off a very nice 8.
Yeah, the powering, like, just late enough for it to be valuable was very helpful.
Oh, 100%. I think Yoshi is one of, like, the few players who really knows how to take advantage of group bonus chains, especially in this day and age of, like, Western player meta.
Yeah. I feel like this also kind of speaks to Hiku's kind of growing strength is I'm trying to think of the best way I want to word this. I feel like players have trouble understanding just how much damage his chain is doing because he has a lot more of these advanced tailing and chaining techniques. Because unlike other players, right, he puts so much more emphasis on his tail. And like also mixing up where he starts his chain first in comparison to other people.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Yoshi has a pretty quick attack here if he wants it. Going to take it because you know CQ's not going to want to. Oh wait, she goes down the full weight, the mix-up? Oh my god.
Surprising there. And Hiku's probably going to either extend or he's just going to fire. Oh, but the red's cut though, so he only gets a 6 double off. It seems. Aye, aye.
That is unfortunate. Good notice from Yoshi, but it looked like Hiku was trying to step up for attacking because I think Hiku has maybe had the same thought as I, where you did not expect that to go into full chain. Because 49k is actually kind of low on the high level end, right? But if you know your opponent's chain is going to cut, then it's fine.
Yeah, it's not like board awareness that really sits in deeply. Oh man, what is this from Hiku here? Ah, he cleans up his. I was talking about like the state of his transition, but I guess
Yeah,
he's able
because
to fix it
he had
up.
to clean up because there's too many reds on how he was winding up his board.
Yeah, I know that. Oh,
Oh, he's doing the tail attacks from
210.
Yoshi. Yes. Okay, so tailing attacks are so good, Riona. I've been talking about this with Yoshi to try and work them in more because I think one of the hard parts of high level Puyo is when you become predictable and like the way you attack becomes like super noticeable to your opponent. And so one of the ways that me and Yoshi have talked about like mix up his attacks is to attack with his tail, which is not something he does like the most. Like he do it sometimes, but not. It's kind of more opportunistic than it is planned out. But the issue with only ever attacking with your trigger is you become very predictable to your opponent, and you don't want that. That feels really bad.
It's like either they will start building a certain way to combat how you like combat your attack pattern, or they do the exact same thing as you, except like add their own flair to it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it kind of goes similar to like even Puyo versus Tetris, right? It's like as soon as your opponent gets comfortable, it's very easy for your opponent to just kind of do what they want. Oh wait,
Yeah.
you can't use the reds there because they'll cut. But we're
Oh,
gonna
but
go
he's
down.
still able to get off a really nice chain. This looks to be a 12 chain.
I believe
Oh
you're
no,
right.
it's just it's just a 10. What?
Oh, it's just so good for Hiku then, because he can just send off his 2, and it's gonna be so hard for Yoshi to get down to anything. Yeah, this is gonna
Let's
go
not count
constant
it.
Hellfires.
But let's not count Yoshi out here. He is known to get out of these types of situations an awful lot. What looks
He
to be a
is
disadvantage.
2/3 up the board, Riona, and he has no resources. What are you yapping about? Hiku should just
This
send
is
the 5.
Yoshi
I
we're
know what the
talking
hell
about.
he's doing.
Look, Riley, do you not see the fact that Yoshi's still alive right now?
Because you can want to send the 5! What do you mean?
Regardless, though, you're still like okay. In this situation, most players would just give up when they see that they're at a severe disadvantage. It's not just a fault on he. Oh my gosh, he threw it around.
There's no way you just lost that. Are you?
I told you.
Oh my!
I told
You
you.
just send the 5
I
shade.
told you. I
You have the board
told
space.
you.
What is it Yoshi
I
gonna do? You
told
build the
you.
counter
I
5? Dude, are you
told you.
kidding me?
I told you. You never count
Okay.
Yoshi out in those
That's
situations,
not about
bro.
counting out. Yoshi is doing that because he's just trying to drain stamina from his opponent, and you never give up rounds in competitive. That's just like nature of competitive. You don't give up rounds. I cannot believe you
No,
actually
bro.
lost that. I'm losing my mind.
No, bro. Yoshi's just
That's
goaded like that.
crazy.
Yoshi's just goaded
Apparently,
like that.
best player. Oh no, he gets covered.
Oh my.
Oh, dude, so you can shoot. Oh my gosh, that little. I guess like too much split on the transition. Sorry, I was still like tilted from that last round. But it's kind of rough because these are first at 30, so there's a lot of room to work with. TQ can easily like adapt and start clawing this back, but going down early in a first at 30 is just feels rough because it's a long climb back up.
Yeah, that battle rhythm is something crazy. And it's either Yoshi's battle rhythm is on point, or Hiku's just not able to keep up with the tempo. Either way, we gotta see if he's gonna be able to adjust.
Yeah, but it's kind of rough right now. He doesn't have that much resources, but Yoshi, I guess, is also okay, just fine with his trigger. But I don't know. I feel like Yoshi could have taken at least a few of those and looked for a
Oh
stronger attack.
no! I don't
Oh no!
think
He was the
Hiku wanted
one!
to fire that. He did not want to fire that 3 chain.
He
That
certainly
just
did
ruined
not, or at least not caught the
everything.
bottom row pop.
Oh yeah, that part too. Because it was still like somewhat fixable, but oh my gosh, it's still like a very uphill battle for him.
Yeah, that was a couple of rough rounds for Hiku. Maybe some warm up time. Maybe a little tired. That was it's been kind of rough out here for the boy.
Yeah. But if there's somebody you never want to count on in these types of matches, it's definitely Hiku. He definitely has the adaptability, I would say. Look at that, firing off an early 3 here, but Yoshi's going to go straight into main. Looks to be a 5. Hiku's not getting the purples that he needs. Oh, wait, no, that was a 6. Either way.
Yeah, he cut the purples early to end his chain early, just not thinking Hiku would be able to remake up resources. I mean, Yoshi's just kind of playing to Hiku at this point and letting Hiku overcommit or make the mistake before he really has to do anything.
True. I just wonder how like often you can really do that against certain opponents, though. I guess like you just notice that okay, this person's kind of like a little all over the place with how they're approaching me, so I can try these certain approaches against them to see like if there will be any changes in their behaviors.
You just
And
do
if
it
there's
until
no changes.
No, you just do it until like they make you respect him. Actually, Yoshi's column 1 got covered, so he can't put the green up there to finish his chain. I don't know if Hiku saw that or not. Okay, never mind, I get cleared out. So still fine for Yoshi.
Yeah.
Oh, want to go for that large commit attack on the well, it would probably be like a 6 or 7.
Yoshi's got a 3 chain attack here on the ready. Then Hiku's just gonna go straight into no, it's a 5 double. Will Yoshi notice the time?
He does.
Wait, but how does Hiku fix this though?
Very carefully. This is gonna take a lot of work, smart building, but nothing Hiku isn't not used to.
I don't think he'll be able to though, because the red's cut unfortunately, and he didn't have a green in the ghost row to make the change. Either way, it was like a very rough situation for Hiku nonetheless. There's just so much conflict there on the top of the transition.
I think it was just, it was a little rough. I do like the initiative to try and attack Yoshi, especially when his column 1 is covered, so he can't actually access his full chain. Because if you even just cover up that second row a little bit more, then Yoshi's probably going to just have to either burn way too many resources where you can just outchain, or Yoshi's going to get topped out because he can't access his full chain.
Yep. Oh, it looks like they're going to go main chain battle.
Yeah, but I feel like Yoshi's actually just might be a bit cleaner here right now.
Oh, yeah. Up. Is Hiku going to fire first? He does. It looks like Hiku might have a 13 chain here, but Yoshi looks to have a 14 on his side. What the heck?
Yeah, I respect the attempt for Hiku to just like play main chain battle, especially when it's something he's really strong at. But Yoshi's also really good at that. So it's really risky at this level to do that.
Oh, yeah. Yoshi is one of those players where you really want to avoid playing the main chain game with as much as possible. Because if you're not careful, he will pull out a surprise 16 chain against you and then laugh at you.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's more like, if you feel like you are chaining well on the queue, your mind should probably be like, my opponent may also be chaining well. So you should be like conscious of that. Also, this is a really nice counter build from Hiku here. Yoshi also ready though. Doesn't get the transition to the left side of his board, but it is going to get a nice 5 chain down.
Those blues on Hiku's end though. Yeah, that was a... I actually was not paying too much attention to what was on Yoshi's side there, unfortunately.
I think Hiku did a good job attacking Yoshi in between transitions, between the 1-2 and the 4-5-6. It just, unfortunately, Yoshi still had the 5, which sent just too much damage for Hiku to not have enough time to finish up his chain. Because he needed a few more colors, but even then, I think the idea is good. Those are one of those rounds, like, your idea was just solid, so you shouldn't be, like, too annoyed about what happened. It's more like, oh my god, Hiku literally just can't get the greens. Like, the ideas from Hiku are good. Like, the concepts are good. I like the fact that you're attacking like these vulnerable points. It's just that it feels like he is fighting the game right now, and the game is kind of fighting him a little bit. Because it has just been... Oh god. I don't really like saying stuff when it's like, oh, it's just been the Yoshi show, but it really has been. Like just like that. Just seeing the alternate missing it.
God.
Like, there's not enough time to build the 5 or 6 that you need to counter that.
Yeah, top of that, like the Peace Q wasn't really favorable too. You saw as he was topping out, there was not that many reds that he could have played with there.
I don't think you can think of it like that. I think you just have to think of it, if you're gonna think about Q, as like, oh, I just missed an easy all clear. Like, I feel like that's the only thought you should have on that Q, personally.
Yeah, well, that is true. It's also like, is there any way I can like kind of reverse the situation as well?
Oh my,
Like,
I agree. Also,
oh,
just did you see that nasty, just constant 1-1 into the 3 combo? That was gross. That was so much pressure.
fighting game player moment right there from Yoshi.
Yeah. Did Yoshi's talk about wanting to make more use of the sub drop bonus, but good fix from Hiku here to get down. Yoshi's gonna have to build up so much resource.
Oh,
Oh wait, is this enough from Yoshi? He's gonna commit to that? Like, this is a pretty strong 11.
this doesn't look like it's gonna be enough for Yoshi. He might still take a hit. It's only a 10 chain. Might take like 2 rocks.
Yeah. You need one more
Whoa.
link. Oh, a little surprised Yoshi was like, that's enough. But you know what? You take that for Hiku because you were. I just realized it's 3 to 14. Holy. Yeah,
Oh
you
my
kind of have to
gosh.
start pulling it back.
When did the streak from Yoshi begin? Was it like when they were 2-2?
I don't remember. It was just that I felt like so much of this wasn't even like Hiku playing. Like, there's obviously like some misplays from Hiku, but he has some really good moments. And I think just things just kept going wrong.
Yeah, happens a lot in like the first to 30 format. I feel like a good example, another example of that would like be my set versus Dan.
The texture.
Oh,
Okay, and now Hiku, I think what's happening is Yoshi's trying to take advantage of Hiku building himself into like, I'm not gonna say one-dimensional. It's more like, because Hiku had the potential to like attack with his tail on the left side. I think Yoshi's just doing a good job of catching Hiku like not focused on his board, and because he's catching Hiku at those times, it's just making life really difficult for him.
true. Oh, Hiku's gonna go for the 2 double here. What does Yoshi need? He's just a clean up, but he's able to get off a 2 himself.
You need this right now if you're Hiku. Like, you have to clutch up here. Like, you need this round. This is such a good position to be in. You covered so much of Yoshi's resources. He's gonna force himself down.
Oh my gosh, Yoshi gets off his chain? What?
No way! Oh, that's insane. And Hiku's got one more. Okay, he's got the tail going. Doesn't have to use the left side. Oh, but
it's only a 4 double. Oh my gosh, no. This is another round for Yoshi. Yikes. That was like a good play from Hiku there, but Yoshi just managed to get what he needed.
This is rough because I think there's 2 mindsets you can go into when you kind of get in these positions. I like that Hiku is. It feels like he is still playing to win, which I think is the correct position because I think over time players will sometimes default to, okay, we just need to get as many rounds as possible to save rating. But the fact that Hiku's still playing to win is making some of these rounds pretty tough for Yoshi. Oh, yeah. To the red. Perfect.
Oh, nice 3 double there from Hiku, clearing both sides. Yoshi's just gonna go straight into main off of that. Uh-oh. Hiku just needs the blue, but doesn't get it. Oh my gosh.
Yep, I mean, that's kind of like the risky work. I think it kind of goes back to like good idea. The other option I think he could have had was just to extend on tail over trigger, but I think the trigger was just easier. And unfortunately, the blues just don't show up. And we're just seeing a lot of painful situations for Hiku. And I'm like, dude, don't get me wrong, my Yoshi's my boy, and obviously I'm going to cheer for him. But I mean, I just feel like some of these rounds have just been so close that feels a little sad to see like Hiku like lose some of them. But it's going to be a good attack from Hiku, though. Oh, it will be.
I agree. Oh.
Yeah, but, Yoshi actually good combo with the tail. Hiku's got to be kind of good follow-up. Wow, actually, wait, Yoshi still won that? Even with the fault that insane closeness of damage.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Go for it?
No, you go.
Okay, the follow-ups for Yoshi are still strong. Actually, just get a few reds and you're out. Oh, the double red? You're never even close. Never close.
Let's go. And he goes all the way down to his main off of that too. Yoshi needs to extend.
Yeah, it's going to be simple enough for Yoshi. He's actually counting how much he needs to succeed still. And he takes it too. What the heck? Oh my god. The net play. He gets the piece. Oh my god.
He actually got that in time. That's insane work.
The
Oh man.
damage working differently online, coming in clutch actually. So he's gonna get the 12 to survive. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh
It's
man.
massacre.
That is actually so unfortunate for Hiku, man.
This was not what I was expecting from this set. I'm gonna be real. Especially after like the previous CQ performances, like he pushed so far to get like some really competitive second places. I would not have expected where we are at right now in this set. There's still time to turn it around, and I want to believe that he will. But man, it's gonna take a lot of work right now. It's rough out here on the streets.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Hiku at this moment, but we're not gonna count him out. We never count him out until it's over.
No, we don't. And okay, he's doing good. He's trying to find some pokes. There's trash on both sides. He's forced
Oh,
into his main, but there's a pretty clean main chain. But the issue is, I
oh,
think Yoshi's also just as clean. He's actually going to look for more. Oh my god. He's in.
Hiku's looks like he's getting a 13 off this. 12 double into 13. Yoshi might have another 14 just to count it at 13. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and this actually is where individual niche Puyo kind of add up. After like a bit, like fishing just for a few Puyo on each extra link just adds that extra bit of damage that you need to long term. Like just take
Oh,
it around. Like, and the fact that it was 87 from Hiku and like to 97 of Yoshi, like those aren't easy chains to make on the fly. Like, or just like to pop out of one round, because sometimes you need to clear, sometimes you need to poke. And the fact that like even an 87 is not guaranteed just kind of speaks to the level of both of them, but also to the struggle it is to like catch up once you are behind. Like Yoshi is taking so much advantage of these one chains because they can, if you get the soft drop bonus with just a full row, you immediately can't clear everything unless you have like a raise 2 transition. But Yoshi's catching Hiku at points where he doesn't have it, and then following up very fast. And we're already 3 to 20. Like Yoshi only needs 10 more rounds. Hiku has to somehow make up 27. That's a lot. Like you have to basically go 3 rounds to 1 to get close, or to even win. Oh, we're gonna get
yeah.
the both deflect. Interestingly enough, Riona, they both have started transitioning their tails, but I think Hiku caught Yoshi without the purple, and
Oh,
so
yeah,
he
that's
can't
gonna
use
get
his
him.
chain. Oh, you need
Right.
this for Hiku so bad. Yes, a 4th round on the board. You love to see
Let's
it.
go. Another one trick from Yoshi cut short. Oh my gosh, give me a second.
All right, and now 4 to 20. God bless. Got a lot of room to work on, but you know what? All clear rounds are good for building momentum. And oh my God, there's the another one. Oh, he's not gonna take it actually. Fair enough. You know, Yoshi was building up a lot of resources. You may not be able to use it, but now you have to be careful. The transition to the right side of his board is insane. He just needs to be a little careful. He needs some more blues. He's gonna get it, but he needs one more. Oh, the purples are just right there, dude. No, or sorry, the blues. Oh, Hiku had that. It was right there. Oh, but Yoshi picked a good time to like try and fight back too. But man, they was looking so clean. I was so impressed by like the transition. But it's 4 to 21, and the hard part is like, I guess like obviously speaking on Yoshi's prep, I wonder who knows about that. Surprise, it would be me. It's all about one of the biggest things we talked about was like taking advantage of every small moment. And that's one of the big things Yoshi has been working on. He wants to make sure every point he gets is meaningful, and he sure as hell is gonna make sure it is. We get another big attack. Like the forward, like this is stuff like Yoshi has been working on. It hasn't been showing up in too many of his sets, and the fact that it is gonna be so hard to deal with, because there was 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks where no one really saw what Yoshi was doing, unless like because even on our stream reviews, right, there wasn't really any gameplay. We were just talking about stuff. And now you're seeing the kind of like some of the fruit of that of Yoshi's hard work, and it's great. Because, well, yes, it is still possible to make a comeback it's so much harder at these higher levels because they're all learning so much and so much on how to deny comebacks from happening. And so you get another one poke trying to cover up EQ, and he goes for the immediate follow-up, no hesitation. You kind of see, like, even though the one poke would have come in, right, because you had that 2 race, he could still defend himself a little bit. But now you have to fight even more, because Yoshi's not going to want to clear out right away, right? He's going to want to try and keep his space. Oh, but he's a red-blue, and it's covered!
Unfortunately, it did not work out in his favor this time around. Hiku was ready. He noticed what... I guess, like, he kind of noticed what Yoshi's play was and was deciding, if you're going to resort to ones, I'm going to take it a step further, maybe.
I think it's just good adaptation that probably should have happened about 15 rounds ago. But you know what? It's better late than never, because it's hard to adapt on the fly, too, especially, like, if you have a game plan that you want to use. Because... oh my god, these are just again.
He could have fired the 3 double there. Or maybe he just wanted the what looked to be main. Or no, like I don't know.
Dude, this is just rough all around. I want to... it's hard to say like what is happening here, other than I think Hiku is playing what is comfortable for him, and Yoshi is like doing what he has practiced. So therefore, what is comfortable for him might actually be, what is good for Yoshi, because Yoshi has, been doing all this prep.
Oh yeah.
Like, even the trade backs are rough because, we talk about like time is so important in Puyo. But when you don't even send back damage, that's all time Yoshi gets to build even more resource so he can continue with these 4-chain attacks, and Hiku's still stuck on halfway up his board.
Oh no, the way he built that was like really unfortunate though. Because I think if he changed up his build order just a little bit for how he was going to convert those greens into his main, he would have been able to fire that without the risk of the greens popping early in any way.
But it also kind of goes back to, like, you still have to fight the resource, right? Because Yoshi has already built up such a big time advantage. It's really hard to go into that pop main and be like, yeah, my main's just going to be bigger, because Yoshi would have had time to build like 5 more links.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good defense from Hiku here, though, to get himself into a better spot.
Oh no, that goes into the main. Oh my. Looks to be a really clean main too. I think this is a 12 from Hiku here. Those red smoke connect because of the nuisance.
The best yellow purple to just like get his chain started. Oh my god, wait, look at this. Yeah, that's amazing.
No, it's only a 9 double though.
Oh my god. Dude, I was so ready for the tail to drop down.
Oh, hey, think about it like this, Riley. That's another point for Hiku.
That's true. We are 6-24. That makes 30. So technically half of the rounds expended on this set. At this point, it does feel like you're kind of just playing for as many points as you can get, which is, fair, because, it's just so deep in this set. Yoshi needs 6 more rounds. Of course, you don't want to give him those rounds. You just, you gotta kind of go into it with the mindset of, like, I'm going to do the best I can.
Oh,
Hiku's
wow.
doing pretty clean, and it sets up his tail still with that 5. It is so good.
That was a sick 4 double. I first thought that was a... what was it? I first thought that was a 6 chain that just kind of destroyed its entire tail, or its entire chain, but no, I didn't notice that red up there until like the second link. Really nice play from Hiku.
It is very good. I think people should be more willing to attack with their tails. It is much harder to leave your tail clean after an attack, but when you can do it right, it gives you so much more room to work with, and your attacks become less predictable.
Right. Honestly, that's something I should probably look into as well.
Every player okay, he goes into full.
Oh no, that's only a 6. That is not full at all.
Yeah, it's a lot of resource spent. But, maybe trying to catch Yoshi off guard. But his chain is going to fix in the end, so it's going to be really hard to build these resources. The counter chain is kind of clean, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, and Hiku says it's not. He's going to top out.
The fold, unfortunate there.
Yeah, it's just tough, especially when you have to send a 6 so early. It takes so long to get resources to the bottom of your board while the other opponent's chain is popping. If he's like out of his first transition during that 6 chain, then it'd probably come back a lot faster. But because you're not at the bottom of the board, there's so much travel time. It's just really hard to make use of all of it.
Yeah. Oh, Hiku's just gonna force Yoshi into firing. Oh, that's a 5. Hiku gets the purples in time too. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, this is so good for
Summer.
Hiku because you have more board space to work with. Yoshi's board's gonna be a bit lopsided. He doesn't have blues or the red to really work. Oh, we're gonna use the red that way. He's not gonna go for the purple to extend because it's not gonna reach because that one trash. But one actually still gets the red greens. Jesus.
Nice 6 chain from Hiku here. It puts him at advantage at the moment.
Big agree. And Yoshi is kind of only has so much space and needs to find a way to defend himself while keeping board space. I think Hiku should build up to 5, please.
Nah, Hiku, don't listen to Riley. Never listen to Riley. Oh,
you know what?
clear, never mind. Yo, he's goated. He's goated. Hiku's gonna win the round easy. Just like that.
Okay. You know what sends a rock? A 5 chain. That's all I'm saying.
No, actually, a 5 chain sends 2 rocks. Get your math straight, you goofball.
Okay, guess what? Your opponent can still build a 4 on top, so you still want the 5 chain anyways.
Nah, bro.
I'm just repeating what I think is correct from Yoshi, which is build a 5 chain if your opponent has no space. Crazy.
That's a crazy statement, because I didn't ask.
Oh my god. Okay, good 3 attack from Hiku. Gonna catch Yoshi off guard. Oh, he can't even use
he was so close.
Good. Dude, this is what you need from Hiku. Like, you need to start making up ground. 5 rounds is still a good handful to get for Yoshi's side. Of course, you still have this mountain of, 21 to get through. But it's not impossible. Just really difficult.
Yeah. You just gotta find those pockets to poke at every, perfect... Yeah.
So true. There's gonna be a big 3 defend. Hiku's transition is kind of vulnerable. In fact, he's just gonna try and pop to defend even more. And it kind of works out because, the blues are a little bit easier to dig to, but now you can't really do too much with your tails. Kind of difficult.
Yeah. Yoshi's just gonna go into popping main just like that. Uh-oh. Think Hiku needs... Oh, no!
No reds. I like the adaptation, though, to, transition part of his tail into his trigger. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really good. That was, a very solid play there from Hiku. Just unfortunate, the colors did not work out in the way he wanted it to. You could see... Yeah, you could, see the attempt. You could see, what he was going for. The vision was very clear.
The vision here is kind of obscure. This is
no.
Oh, okay. Good 2 defense, but man, this is looking like it's hard to go into your flow. It's very Cooperi-esque, A lot of small attacks until you finally link everything around.
Oh, okay, but the all is gonna work out.
Oh, there's no blue?
It worked out for him. Yo.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Wow, so what was that saying? What were you saying earlier?
I was saying it was Cooperi-esque. It's a lot of small attacks until they eventually all link together.
True.
But that's good, though, because you have to, knowledge check your opponent sometimes, You have to mix things up when it comes to strategy every now and again. And that was a good way to keep your opponent on your toes, just sometimes you just gotta rush them. Or set, multi-stage attacks.
True, I agree. Oh, wow. That perfect canceled. Oh, is he going to go for the... Oh, no. He's going to convert to the 2 double. Yoshi gets to a 4 chain. Hiku, will he notice? Will he have something to respond with? Oh, he's just going to go straight into main. But those greens on Yoshi's side are a little dangerous. He just needs a yellow.
Yeah.
He's not getting yellow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, Yoshi... Nah, Hiku definitely needed that. So many rounds where all he needed was, 1 color just to fire his chain, and he never got it. Yeah, nah.
So true. At this point, Yoshi may play a little bit safer. We'll see. Maybe he'll start looking for more attacks again. Because, Hiku has been kind of dictating the pace a little bit. it could be partially that Yoshi has just gotten comfortable with what Hiku is up to, right? Because it has just been a lot of dominant rounds. On the other hand, you don't want to let yourself get too comfortable because then you just let your opponent do everything, and it's bad.
Yeah, the very moment your opponent decides, you know what, let's try this out, and then it ends up something that completely throws your sense of rhythm off, it kind of gets hard to readjust to it. Oh
Yeah,
man, how can Yoshi make this work? Is he
that's
leading a blue? No, but his entire tail cuts, unfortunately. Like, he's just losing a lot of links here.
he
It may
sure
not
is.
matter much. 9 double at the end. Oh, but it didn't matter. Hiku has an all clear at the end. Oh my gosh.
Yoshi, yeah, Yoshi kind of just. I feel like a little asleep at the wheel. I feel like he's getting a little comfortable, and he kind of needs to like rein himself back in. You know, I think there's a point where you built up a lead that you kind of feel like you can just do whatever you want, but you can't keep that feeling. You have to kind of rein yourself back in and be like, okay, dude, this is my lead. Let's not int it. You can see that the one chain is coming out a bit more into the
Yeah.
immediate follow up.
Hiku's gonna clear up some things to keep his chain safe for the most part. He's gonna try. He's gonna fire off a 2 here. Ah, it looks like okay. He's just gonna fire another 2. I thought he was gonna try to like go for the 3 chain, like I originally thought. And then just another 2. Yoshi's gonna go straight into main off of that. Hiku has ample time to extend this chain as he pleases. Oh, is he gonna try to extend up the yellows? Ah, no, he won't be able to. He's just a fire chain as is. And it looks
Yeah,
like it's gonna work out just fine. No, but he's missing a yellow. He doesn't have a yellow to make the chain complete. Oh, that would have been such a sick 11 chain.
I have no clue where that yellow disappeared to though.
I
I
don't
like
think that
that
was
must
the.
have gotten Ian earlier, like just not placed after like the clear because
Yeah.
like I was so focused on the trading, I didn't realize the yellow was missing. That's so unfortunate.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Come
it's just
on, Riley. You gotta take your car off Coos. I mean, ah! Never mind.
okay. Well, you know what, Yoshi going for an early thorn, maybe a little precarious. You know, sometimes the orange thorns can be helpful, but I don't know if they're that useful at this stage in the game. Oh, Yoshi
No!
tanking that very weirdly, actually.
I don't think he wanted that. He wanted the purples to come in after the fact. He was gonna tank the 19 nooses Puyo and then fire off of his
Oh, but
purples.
look at that Hellfire defense. Oh my god, Yoshi actually is going to be alive from that. Oh,
But
he's going
it's
to cut his chain.
fine. Wait, no, wait.
Oh, he's still alive. Look at
Wow.
that.
Only 2 nooses from that is crazy work. Both players are in an even state.
Oh,
Wow.
the Thorn actually going to kind of mess up Hiku's transition a little bit. Like, not too messy. It's just awkward now. But I
Yeah,
think Hiku's
he
got the fix.
does he? Oh, that looks a little rough. It might not be as bad as I think, but you never know in this game. Heiku's just forced into farming main, but it's only a 4 double. Wait, hang on. Does Yoshi notice in time?
No.
Ah,
That
he
was the
doesn't have
purples
the
in queue.
purple. Yeah. Sick round there from both players.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like,
Hiku has been making up a lot of ground since, you know, the 2 to 20 incident, right?
true, true,
Because
true.
7 rounds to 11, you know, technically he is running the round lead right now.
Oh, 7-Eleven, like the gas station? Yummy.
Yes. But you have to be kind of careful now, I think, because Yoshi is still inching closer and closer, so round losses are going to start hurting more and more.
Yeah, oh, wow. That's very unfortunate for Yoshi there. He needs a lot to get out of this situation. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
good for
that's
it.
a 4 chain. What? Oh my gosh. What does Hiku have in response? Just only a 2. And Yoshi seems like he could comfortably get back down to his transition, firing off a nice 2 double here. Hiku's yellows end up buried. No! What can he do in this situation?
Uh, Unfortunately, it's this round is getting topped out. Sorry. Sorry, blah blah blah. Yoshi made a very good forward chain defense. It looked very dicey at first. It seemed like he was going to use it to try and clear out trash, but pivoted off it as soon as he saw Hiku was attacking him.
True.
Now we're just 2 rounds away from what would be the first W of the International League. Quick 2
Yeah.
defense from Yoshi too.
Okay.
It's been
And
such a weird set, Riona.
it has been a very weird set indeed, really. But like at the very least, the set isn't as dominant as it started out to be. Hiku was able to slowly claw his way back to, I guess, solid ground. But it's still like a very uphill battle for him. And oh my gosh, that's so dangerous for Hiku.
Oh,
No,
he gets trapped.
I thought he would try to like play around his ghost row with whatever space he had available to try to pop some things. I'm assuming that there's probably some misdrops that came into play there, but you never know.
Oh, I would assume that probably was a misdrop, at least in that case, of going up to that point. But at that point, it's just kind of like on you, because eventually, if a game is unofficial, you have to play official. Even like misdrops happen, but at the same time, it's just like
no,
the Phelps are just so strong, and that's really just how it's gonna end. Just immediate aggression from Yoshi.
That's how it ends. Of all the ways for that set to end, it ends off of. Oh my god, that's so rough for Hiku. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, I don't know if I have words for that. It kind of was just like, okay, the first few rounds, they're trading. Then, oh my god, Hiku has a good idea. Then something goes horribly wrong. And then Yoshi just does a bunch of attacking that just like builds up this giant lead. And then by the time Hiku is getting comfortable, it's like, oh, okay, well, Yoshi only needs like 5 rounds. And at that point, all Yoshi really needs to do is play safe. Because if playing safe is going to win you 50% of the time, and you only need 5 rounds and your opponent needs 28, then you just do the strat that's going to guarantee you the coin flip, right? But then Yoshi just churned it up on the last few rounds, probably recognized he got so comfortable, and wanted to make sure he doesn't grow enough of a lead, because you want to make sure in any round robin that your margins of how many points you win is as high as possible, because you never know when tiebreakers or other situations that require a certain amount of points you're going to need. And a 30-13 victory is a huge statement.
Yeah. It does definitely speak volumes to just like how much commitment Yoshi has put into this grind set.
Yeah,
but at the same time, though, it still feels like it's kind of still like an office kind of match for Hiku, nonetheless. Though he was still able to show strongly, because again, he made some really good plays there that were just unfortunately overshadowed by either the game itself or, well, really the game itself.
Yeah, I thought Hiku had some pretty good adaptations, like on the all clear round, to try to attack the transition early, or trying to attack Yoshi when he was going for greedier transitions. Like there were good attempts. It just felt like sometimes with the game, sometimes he would just misdrop off of it. But I don't think Hiku is going to go down sleeping, which also makes the situation even more volatile, because I think Hiku is not going to want to lose his next sets. Obviously, he's going to want to win those. He's going to grind. He's going to play. But it also means, like, if everyone else has closer sets versus Hiku, right, this is still good for Yoshi, because he has a giant lead over those sets.
That is true.
And I think we'll see some much better action. I think Hiku is not out yet.
Yeah.
We'll see next time when he plays a Cliv on the 22nd. And
I can't wait
very
to see
close
that
to
match.
there. It'll be very fun. I think I'll be very excited. We'll have another match coming up on Friday with our good old commentator friend Riona versus the dinosaur himself.
Why'd you say Friday?
Or sorry, Saturday. Oops, on the 16th. Sorry,
Dork.
Time zones. I caught a sneak peek of that while at WPL during the first of 10 round robin.
But yeah,
I shouldn't say it all. I should say it all. It was
what?
no, those are close rounds. Those are close rounds. Yoshi has been playing out of his mind. Even the Ascension first to 10 round robin, Yoshi was playing to win every point by every margin possible. I think Riona is going to put up a very strong fight. It'll be very exciting.
I'm playing to see like. Well, no, I'm just gonna do as best as I can as like my representative of my region, of course, as the sole NA rep. So I'll definitely try my best to give everybody a very good fight there against Yoshi and against literally everybody else. Because I think this is probably like the first time that I've ever played played in an event of this caliber or played in a league of this caliber where like all the other players there they outclass me in more ways than you can imagine. But I'm up here for a reason, and I'm going to prove why I'm worthy enough to be up there. So,
yeah. So look forward to that. There's also some of the Japanese matches happening on their YouTube channel that have been uploaded. If you want to watch those, if you're looking for more play action, there's the French stream if you want to rewatch the same stream in French.
Oh man, imagine doing that.
True, but I want to say thank you for Haven for having us on. It was a good set today. Good way to start off the league. And I'd like to thank Brianna for commentating with me.
I would like to thank you for coming up here and being able to be able to guide me and give me more understanding on what some of these players have been doing to prep themselves for like upcoming Puyo stuff. Now I have more information that I could apply to myself for the future.
You're welcome. I think, unless there's anything else to add, I believe that's going to be it for this stream until either next Ladonge or, the next match for TCIL.
TEC? This is Puyo.
TCIL, top class.
No. You said TEC, bro. I heard you.
Oh, I did it.
Yes, you did.
You're capping. You're actually capping right now.
I'm not capping, dude. I know what I heard.
Cut the stream. Get this guy off the commentary. Get him out of here.
No, what did I do wrong? Stop.
Where do I even begin?
No,
Well,
no,
Mal with the backup. I knew I was being gaslit. My God.
No. He said TEC. I know what I heard. You all will not
Dude, we'll
convince
check
me
the VOD. We're gonna
otherwise.
check the VOD. Anyways, I think that's it for me. Thanks again for watching. I pray for Yoshi's success and for North America. Godspeed.
Wait. Speaking of America, I have something to say.
No, you don't. End the stream. End the stream. End the stream.
Man, you end up Captain America.
No. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I tried to warn Haven and was not fast enough.
You should have never said that. You should have never said America.
It's my region.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But till next time, y'all.